chipper winch going through a redirect block up to a block on the pine tree way up there, through that, down to this ash tree. So we would need to support that because it's rotted in the ground. Damien's over here. We got the crane hooked up with a capacity of about 2,000 pounds. So we don't want the thing halfway cut and start to move and have the holding wood pull the crane over. Down under the tree, going across the creek, is a sewer line, a big one for the city, that the log threatens to fall across. We want to make sure our chipper is anchored enough of an anchor, so we've backed it up with this. That way, once it goes, if it starts to pull sideways and pull the chipper over, because the chipper really should be pointed at it. So we backed it up. And yeah, I wasn't going to film this job, and I'm just whipping out my phone because it looks kind of interesting to someone, to us for sure. So, have I said enough? Quite a few things going on. Probably missed a few things. There it is. Wile E. Coyote cut. It's a good thing we put that safety line on it. That thing would have gone down across the sewer line. We are now holding it up. Both sides of it. It's moving. So right now, YouTube are winching up. Yeah. We do have it. No. But it's about to make contact with the oak. Maybe it'll go under it. Yeah. It's starting to come this way a little bit. Yes. It's impossible to see anything with the camera here.
I just really don't. I'm worried about it.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna come anymore. This is the sewer line going across the creek. It's impossible to see anything here, but Damien, it's a good thing we hooked this up because it was gonna tip over. If we made that pick, it would have pulled the crane over because the hinge would, or the, I'm behind the stump. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of weight. Are you keeping up with it, Damien? You should. It's coming up and it's moving toward you a little bit. Keep going. Okay, calm down there. Oh yeah, can feel it popping in the ground. I don't want to pull it to the side much or we'll peel the root ball off into the drink.
Alright YouTube, I'll show you what we're doing here real quick. Basically, we just leapfrogged our rigging back to here. We are holding this whole stem up with the crane right now with that Amsteel sling. I'm going to be making my cut just past this rigging point here, and the guys are going to go pre-tension this one so that we're holding this stem's weight with our chipper winch backed up by a porter wrap. So we're cranking it super tight with the chipper winch, and then we're taking up that slack and actually using the porter wrap as our strength for holding the log. So once they get this tight, which they're going to go ahead and start cranking on this now, we will hold the whole thing up by this, and then I'll make this cut and we'll take that hole. This tree has been uprooted and it's dead, and it's been way up in this oak for some time. So all right, you guys see that? We're getting some tension on it. Okay, we're starting to get some action out of it. The whole thing's coming up and moving to our right. Okay, probably. I think I like it. Maybe a tad more. I mean yeah, maybe we should set it down with the crane and see what we actually have on the reel rigging for a sec, to make sure, that way I can make sure that the crane tension isn't like way over or something. Yeah, we can drop it into the rigging and then do our pre-tension for the log, and then put the log. It's a weak little twerp. Swing left a little. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so now we're lowering this log to see if the root system will hold it on its own. We're gonna see if it settles and stops. No, it's not gonna. Like, I'm watching the whole roots come out right now. I wonder if I should get off of it, that way if you know, that way if the root was to come loose and then the whole thing rolled or something.
So the idea now is to butt tie it and cut it off. It'll be held out there, it'll swing like this. We'll butt tie it so that it doesn't damage the sewer line, but I'm trying not to lower this down across the line because we'll preserve the bank better if we don't lower it all the way down and tear roots out right there. So I started my cut first so that, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yeah, a little more. All right, that helps because it'll have less drop. So we don't want to damage this. Yeah, so what I was saying is I start the back cut, then set up the rigging so that the rigging isn't in the way of my cut. And the piece, impossible to tell in all this ivy, but it's tied out there and rigged over to this pine that you also cannot see. And so what we want to do is swing the whole thing in over here and then lower it down slow for so that it's a static pick for the crane, which is always better, especially since we're out past my outriggers over here. So we need to not do anything that surprises. I want to show my camera that we kept it off the sewer line. I want to show you the airspace. See the airspace between the butt and the sewer line here? That's why we sucked it up a bit with the winch first. And then I tightened this up as tight as I could so that it would pull it this way as it came off and that would swing. I don't know if this is... You're looking through a keyhole, YouTube, so good luck. Cable up. Let me know when it's too late. All right, I'm gonna give some to you. Hold up there. Cable up. Okay, we're over the sewer line now. So I would say boom up a little bit. I'm just having you boom up enough so that when you cable down, it's on the bank. Okay, hold up. Old school. Okay, cable down. Now we'll take the rigging line off and we'll crane this last log out of here. We're not getting a permit because we don't want to open Pandora's box of officiality. He was all, thank you for those words. So cable down.
Dude, it's recording too. August threw his camera, it went down in there, and this block is undermined. So.
Alright.
Yes, it's still recording.
This is what we're picking. Local brown log species right here.
Yeah, hook it up. Yeah, so we should hook it like far back as we can.
I just don't want this when it pivots up, like the Hootie Kai to be. Hang on, I'm trying to get it more center.
Yeah, hold on to that top part.